Hi guys, I just wanted to come in and say, talk a little bit about another topic that is unknown to me, maybe because this is happening to my firstborn, so I'm not used to all of this stuff, but dating. My son is 11, he'll be 12 in September, and I can't get used to it. I know he recently had the talk at school about puberty. He brought back the little pamphlet and he told me to read it, and I'm like, Jake, I'm a woman. I'm not gonna read the boy's guide on puberty. I read all that for a girl when I was your age, and your house, I mean, my house is mostly females because it's me and my two daughters and then my husband and my son. So he has a little brother on his dad's side, so my mom likes to joke around and always say, oh, go do that to your brother. So I told him, yeah, when your brother's old enough, you can hand down that pamphlet. But what I was really getting at is what age, whether it be male or female, his dad had him going on friend dates when he was 9 that were chaperoned with a girl, and I thought that was super young. But he's 11 going on 12, and I'm not ready for it. Like, maybe it's because he's a guy, so I feel like I try to relate with him, and I don't know if I feel uncomfortable because he's a guy and I feel weird to talk to him about it. But I mean, I'm not shy. Like, if I have to tell him something, I will tell him. But so, like, I've noticed even before he hit this age, when he was younger, girls are aggressive nowadays. Like, I've always been shy. Like, even now, as an adult, I've never been the type that will chase a guy. Like, I refuse to chase a guy. And it's not because of pride or anything. It's more, I'm shy. Like, I tend to be talkative and I tend to be more outspoken now that I'm older, but I'm still shy when it comes to, like, talking to guys, especially a guy that I think is cute or a guy that, I don't know, I'm attracted to. I've always been shy. So when I see girls get aggressive with a guy, it's like, wow. And they start young now. Like, I don't know. I'm not, like, he has friends that are girls, and I'm okay with that. Like, he has a really good friend, and they hang out with each other, and they have a lot of interests and common things together. And it's always funny. I always tell him, why don't you like her that way? But they're just friends. And recently he told me supposedly he was dating this girl, and I didn't think anything of it. And then he'd come over to me the next day and he'd be like, oh, we're fighting, we broke up this many times. And it's like, at that age, you don't even know, like, how to have a relationship. I'm still trying to figure out how to have a relationship. But so one day I don't know, Olivia likes to go on his tablet, and he had hid it from her, but she found it somehow. She has her ways. And I heard, like, chiming. I don't usually check his stuff, which I probably should more than I do. But his tablet was going off with his notifications, and I was like, so I looked to see, because sometimes I worry about him chatting with people. Like, I always tell him, do not chat with anybody unless you know them from school. Like, I know he's not supposed to tell people, like, his address and stuff, but I'm like, I don't feel comfortable him talking to anybody. Like, he's always like, oh, this person sent me a video or something, so I know it's them, or they sent me a picture. I was like, you can't always, like, trust what you see. Like, people can deceive you all the time, especially over the internet. It's like the easiest way to be sneaky and, like, make someone think you're someone you're not. But I noticed, so his notifications went off, so I was like, I see all these like random numbers. Like, he didn't know he could talk through his tablet, but I think through a certain, like, I don't know if it's Musical.ly, or one of his friends told him that he could talk through there, like, if he were on the phone. So he was texting back and forth with these random numbers, because he doesn't have their name under their number. So it was just random numbers, like different ones. And they're all girls, which I have no problem that he likes girls. I'm glad. But it's just weird because, again, this is my firstborn. This is a new stage for me to work on. Like, at least with the girls, Jake has gone through all these stages, like toddler. And so I kind of know what to expect, or kind of foresee what might happen. But with this, it's new. It's a different stage that I've never had to experience. So I'm looking through these chats, and 2 of them are like really good friends of his. And so I see the chat between this girl and him that he claims that he has started dating. And they're telling each other, I love you. And I'm like, what? Like, you don't even know what love is. So I'm like, this is weird for me to see, like, my son expressing himself this way to somebody that's not, like, a relative or someone that's, like, not close to him, especially someone that I don't know. And then she goes on to say that she wants him to give her a hug at lunchtime the following day, if he could give her one. And I was like, see, these girls, like, it's not even Jake saying I love you first, or like, I don't even remember if he did or not, but I mean, she's the one asking him for a hug. Like, these girls, I mean, I'm glad it's just a hug. I don't even want to know, like. So when he came home, I kind of gave him a little bit of crap, and I was like, so what's going on here? Like, you guys are, he's like, Mom, you're not supposed to be going through my stuff. I'm like, oh yes, I can go through your stuff until you are a certain age, or until you don't live under my roof. I am going to go through your stuff just to make sure that everything is kosher. But I was like, you guys are too young to like be talking about stuff like this. I'm not ready. He's not even in middle school yet. He just finished 5th grade. He's going to be starting middle school in the fall. So it's like, I'm not ready. Slow down. You're growing way too fast. And another thing, this doesn't really have anything to do with dating. I'm just going to touch base on it a little lightly, not go too much into it, because I've already not really had a discussion about it, but I don't know what it is, but I'm not saying, I don't know how to explain or say what I'm trying to say. Like, I noticed when he was chatting with this girl that he liked or whatever, if one of them was upset by something that the other said, or even with his friends, they, like, if they get mad at each other, they're quick to say that they're gonna kill themselves. That's never okay to, like, first off, you shouldn't say something like that. Like, it's something that you shouldn't play around with saying, or because nobody ever knows if you're, like, truthful about doing that to yourself or not. And that's something you never want to play games with. Like, it's not okay to just say that. So I noticed, or not even like to kill themselves, but to hurt themselves, because one person is mad at them. And I mentioned that to my son. I was like, why do you guys do that? You guys, like, get mad at each other and you threaten to commit suicide. Like, that's not okay. And it's like, I don't know if glamorize is the right word, but it's like they make it like so popular to use that as a form to get someone to either do something they want, or to get them to feel guilty about being mad at that person. But it's never okay to use that. I've had experiences in my relationships in the past where an ex has used that. If we were our relationship wasn't going the way it was supposed to be going and we were going to break up. They've used and it's not a good experience at all, ever, for anybody. So for young kids now to be using that, like, I don't remember using it that often when I was younger. So I don't know why it's become this big thing. It's not okay. And I told my son, because, like, there was a point in his conversation where he sounded like he was sad about whatever was going on. And I was like, I never want you to think that that's an answer to anything. Is, like, nobody should ever think that taking their own life is okay. You know, you matter. People care about you. You don't want to be selfish in thinking that taking your own life is okay, because you're going to hurt the ones you leave, you know, the ones that are here for you, and, you know, you matter no matter what. So anyways, getting back to the whole dating thing, he came back, I think, I don't even know if he's with this girl anymore, but he, like, oh, I broke, like, a million times through text, they broke up and then they were back together. So it's, like, comical kind of to see. I didn't even read exactly everything that was written. I just kind of skimmed through his text because it was, like, a lot. And I went through his other text messages with his other friends. I'm not ready, guys. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do. Like, all I can do is basically give him advice. And I always told him, do not hurt. I'm not going to say do not hurt a girl, because that's sometimes inevitable. If for some reason you guys aren't feeling the same thing. I told him never to cheat on a girl. Like, if you like a girl and you're not feeling the one that you're with, break up with them before you go and do stuff, because it doesn't feel good when you're cheated on. So, not that he kind of knows what that means a little. I mean, I told him you don't date more than one person at a time, but from experience, I told him don't do that. I want you to be a gentleman and a good guy, and I don't want him to be like the men that I've had in my life. So, on that note, I don't know. You guys tell me, what age do you think, whether it be a female or male? Because I know sometimes it's a little different with girls. Girls tend to date, well, it depends on the parents too. They tend to date later than boys, because I don't know, for some reason they think boys don't get in trouble. Boys do get in trouble. They can also impregnate someone. So, I mean, it takes two to tango. So, I don't know. In the comments below, let me know if you're going through the same thing with a preteen. What are your thoughts? I hope you liked the video. And, I don't know. Let me know what other topics you want me to, like, touch base on. And maybe I can make some videos on that. So, yeah. Maybe give me some words of wisdom or advice on how to handle his dating life now. I don't know, guys. It's new territory that I'm stepping in, so kind of need a little help. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe, comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Let me know if I should continue making more of these. I don't know. Yeah. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And see you all next time. Take care.